Here we presents the top 5 best Sony cameras. Starting at number 5, Sony A7R IV. What makes this camera remarkable is the fine balance of the features, size and build quality. A7R IV feels from the outset that it has been designed as a workhorse. Aside from the resolution, the specifications of the A7R IV and A7 III are close, but it's the robustness of build that set the two cameras apart. Dials and port covers are all more robust and better suited to anyone out in the field or in the studio porting their camera into a computer for tethered shooting. Landscape photographers can make use of the expanded sensitivity range of between ISO 50 to 320,000 for deep rich color and detail to capture desert sands or utilize the camera's uppermost sensitivity when shooting the aurora borealis. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. At number 4, Sony RX1R II. Let's get the elephant in the room out the way first. The Sony RX1R II is an expensive compact camera. Its current price means that it's in the realms of professionals looking for a smaller full-frame camera to complement their main workhorse, or the wealthy amateur who needs a travel camera with incredible performance. It's a camera you can slip into a coat pocket that offers unrivaled image quality, beautifully shallow depth of field, amazing dynamic range, great high ISO performance, basically image quality that's superior to 99% of other compact cameras. Build quality is excellent, and dials and switches are reassuringly solid. Feeling the on-off switch is reminiscent of an old rangefinder and far more satisfying than pushing a button, which is the usual way to fire up most compact cameras. Startup time is a little substandard though, as is usability in general. Zooming in 1:1 is a painful experience due to the 42.4 megapixels, so that's understandable. Buttons feel slightly mushy and unresponsive at times too. Without the temptation of the impressive Sony lens lineup to choose from, you're left to enjoy and eventually benefit from the limitations of the RX1R II. Halfway of my listed number 3, Sony Alpha A6400. The Sony A6XXX range of APS-C sensor mirrorless cameras has been a favorite of a great many photographers the world over, ever since the release of the A6000 way back in 2014. Since then, every release of a new A6XX body has seen some relatively small set of feature updates, typical of a camera that's been updated so frequently. Despite the recent release of the Sony A6100 and the A6600 cameras, I still believe the A6400 offers the best bang for the buck. With the A6400, what has Sony brought to the table this time? Is it just a vlogging camera, or is there something there for us still shooters too? I spent 2 months shooting with it to find out. First off, everything revolves around a glorious 24.2 megapixel Exmor CMOS sensor, which provides an impressive ISO sensitivity range and excellent low noise performance, especially for APS-C standards. As is typical with Sony cameras, there are tons of features somewhat hidden in the confusing menu, but when you have the A6400 set up as you want, you can use the camera buttons and dials most of the time. I also really enjoyed being able to focus and shoot just by touching the screen, perfect for remaining inconspicuous while shooting from the hip. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. Coming in at number 2, Sony A7S II. This being the most recently announced Sony Alpha camera in 2021, you better expect some superlatives and world-class stats, so here they come. Let's forget all the other features for a moment, impressive as they are, and focus on what's really on offer here: a compact-ish, full-frame mirrorless camera with the shooting performance of a machine gun, and 61 megapixel files. That's medium format level image quality, combined with all the autofocus performance of a top mirrorless camera. You're able to shoot around 70 of these huge raw files before the buffer takes a breather. You definitely won't be seeing any wedding or sports shooters wielding one of these bad boys. Despite the allure of being able to crop to your heart's content on the files, it'd be like having an instant zoom feature in post-production. Another incredible feature of the A7R IV is the evolved pixel shift multi-shooting mode, which composites up to 16 full-res images to combine it into one gargantuan detail beast, with a level of detail and color accuracy that will leave your jaw on the floor. And number 1. Sony A7 III. Make no mistake, the Sony A7 III is the camera that started a revolution. If there was ever a camera that caused the most photographers to switch to a mirrorless system, this is most certainly it. If you're thinking about switching to Sony, or contemplating a move to mirrorless from DSLRs, don't waste your time anymore. The Sony A7 III is pretty much your perfect full-frame mirrorless camera. It has its quirks, but for the most part, it's ideal. All this adds up to a near-perfect mirrorless camera. So what about the downfalls of the Sony A7 III? There are only a few small things, and mostly they're related to Sony in general. Then there's the menu, which is typical of Sony, deep and confusing. It'll take a while to get used to, but thank goodness for the My Menu option, which helps you organize your most used commands. We've written a guide to the best Sony A7 III lenses, but another issue some photographers have with Sony cameras, in general, is the lack of lenses with character. They're all just a bit too perfect. I have included these product link in the description. You can check out this link for more information and latest price. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe.